Let's talk about one of the more powerful aspects of Trustworthy. It's that of collaboration. You don't have to do this alone. You can invite others to help out. Probably the best way to do this is to step through the different types of collaborators that you'll see in your Manage Access page. There's a whole page dedicated to collaborators in Trustworthy. A couple ways you can access it. Through your dashboard over on the right-hand side, you'll see existing collaborators. You can click on Manage here, or you'll always find Manage Access under your profile menu. You can also access it on mobile. On your For You dashboard, there's a collaborator section, and you'll find access to your Manage Access page there as well. Let's do this. Let's go to Manage, and let's talk about these different types. The first type, we call them All Access Collaborators. This is typically your most trusted partner or spouse. They'll get an email invite sent to them when you invite them. They'll need to create a login to Trustworthy in order to gain access. And then once they log into Trustworthy, they can see and do everything that you can as the account owner, except they can't delete, cancel, or upgrade your account. The next one I want to talk about is limited access collaborators. There's two flavors of these. These are typically advisors. These could be adult children, extended family. They will also get an email invite sent to them, and they'll need to create an account to log into Trustworthy. There's two types of these limited access collaborators. There's people who get access to specific categories. That's represented by the darker blue here. You can see the light gray means they don't have access to that category at all. And the darker blue means they have access to family IDs, contacts, and property in this case. That means that they can see everything inside those categories. Anything new that you add into family IDs, let's say, they'll see that. Let's look a bit further. There's another type called tile level access that's represented by the pale blue here. So in taxes, this collaborator does not get full access to the category. They are only getting access to 3 tiles within the tax category. Okay, so if you added a new tax return, let's say 2023, they would not see that because they only have access to 22, 21, and 20. Now you can mix and match these different types of collaborators. I can see Susan Davies here. She's got category access on legal and insurance, and then tile level access on finance. Okay, tile level access is often great for things like, let's say you have an adult child who's moved out of the house. They're on their own for the first time, thankfully, and now you want to share some access to things that are in Trustworthy that'll be relevant to them when they're on their own. Maybe they've got one of the family cars. You can share the property tile for the car. You can share the insurance tile for the auto insurance. Maybe the finance tile for the auto loan. Maybe a password in your password category to access the insurance portal. Okay, so you can pick and choose which tiles to share with people. And let's scroll all the way down. And the last thing I want to talk about is emergency contacts. These are people that will get no immediate account access. It's people that you're defining and sort of notifying that you're getting started with Trustworthy so that they have some background on what Trustworthy is. And when something unforeseen happens and it's time for them to gain access to your account, they can go through, we'll put them through a pretty rigorous identity verification. So the initial phase of adding them in here, we just send an email saying, hey, so-and-so is using Trustworthy. They've added you as an emergency contact. They'll get some background on the system and they'll verify their email. That's as far as we go at that point. Later down the road, if they need to gain access to, we'll put them through identity verification before they can gain access to the account. Okay, so that's an overview of the collaborators. What we'll do in a later video is we'll look into how to add these types of collaborators and specify the different types of access.